Bro, we called it before the game. We said it would be tight. We said it would be, a difficult game to win. But we did. And it should have probably been by more. But we couldn't kill the game off. But a huge stride towards top 4.
Yeah, we actually said it before, like you said. I think at this time of the season, Flex, it's all about keeping the momentum. We know we've got that cup final in June and we just want to keep winning games. But do you know what? It was actually a controlled 1-0. A lot of people can come out and say, oh, we weren't that great and stuff like that. But like you said, we could have had 3 or 4 in the first half. And how many shots did De Gea have to
It wasn't a lot of danger. It wasn't super amounts of danger.
Yeah, there were a lot of danger from Aston Villa, if I'm honest. I thought it was quite a controlled 1-0. And I think when you look at players like Victor Lindelof, I have to say I'm so happy for him, man. Because obviously I know he's had to play with Maguire quite a lot of the time this season and obviously in past seasons. I feel like what I'm seeing in Lindelof now is the truth of he's now able to focus on his game. Whereas when he's focused on his game and he's got to watch out for Maguire as well, he's never been able to play at the elite level to what he wants to be. But, he's seen him come into himself now. And I'm hoping that he can kick on because I think he's actually got a squad position here.
It's weird, isn't it? Because obviously, look, Varane's my guy. Varane. But like, with both centre-backs being out, with the way that them two are playing, in Shaw and Lindelof, like I'm not seeing much drop off from what the starting 2 are.
Not at all. And
being honest,
I always said it as well. When you look at the defence, I think Malacia and Shaw, left back is quite solid.
Yeah.
And then obviously when you got Martinez and Shaw, the drop off is actually not a lot, like you said, for Martinez.
But I'm not seeing no drop off.
No, none at all. And Shaw's great at passing through the lines as well. And Lindelof as well. He's a comfortable ball player. I'm always said like if he went to Barcelona, he'd fit like a glove. Do you know what I mean? And I think them two just have that chemistry of the left foot, right foot combination. And Dalot again, he was solid. And I think when you look at Wan-Bissaka as well, whoever starts out of them two, we're not complaining either. So I think we've got a foundation to work with. But of course, obviously midfield and attack, we know we've got to make a few alterations. But today, a controlled 1-0. I'm happy with the defence and how we're seeing the games at the moment. And we just got to kick on because we've had a few wobbly performances. I'm not going to say it's wobbly and I'm worried, but I said it to you earlier.
There has though. If we didn't win today, you're thinking,
wobbly. And I just think it's been a long season and every team's had a long season, but we just looked a bit leggy at times. And I'm a realist, you know what I mean? But big win, 1-0.
Yeah, it was a big win, bro. Come and say, who stood out for you today from us?
To me, Casemiro. He was fantastic in the middle. From where I was sitting, I could see the passes that he was cutting through and everything. And then compared to the Tottenham game, mate, we capitulated.
Well, actually, to be fair, because since Casemiro's come back from that 4-game suspension, he's been a bit like not at his normal level, has he? But today, definitely, he was so much better.
Yeah, definitely. It's not being up to when he was giving the red cards and stuff. But I think today he was a bit on point. Eriksen as well, he was fantastic.
Talk to me about his game. What did you like about today?
You know how Eriksen plays? He just calms the situation down, distribute the passes and everything. I think he was on point. Jadon as well. And then talk to the back 4. I think they were a bit composed. Malacia, Luke Shaw, and then I was a bit nervous when Maguire was about to come. I said, "Oh my goodness!" Yeah. But then,
some people were booing as well, and you felt like, "Oh man, you don't want to do this to your own players." But like that's how he's making people feel with some of his performances recently, isn't it?
It's true, yeah, but I saw what Ten Hag wanted to do because
there were a lot of high balls.
Yeah, and then he wanted to secure the 1-0 goal. So I was a bit okay with it, but I was a bit tensed.
Yeah, and to be fair, came on, just cleared his lines, foot through it, everyone cheering when he was doing that. Honestly, and that's just what needed to happen at that point.
Honestly, all the balls, he just booted all the balls away, not even a clear path. He just kicked them away. Yeah, but that's what we needed at that time because we had to protect that goal. We needed this 3 points badly. Bring on Brighton.
Yeah, for sure, exactly, bro. You come this side. That's it. Just swap round. Nice one, fam. Is that a big step towards qualification for Europe with that win?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think top 4 is secured now. We just needed that win.
Top 4 secured from that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's secured. What are we like 9 points clear?
Obviously Tottenham and Spurs are playing now.
Yeah. 6 games left now. Now top 4's done, man. Top 4's done. I think we had to get the win today.
Yeah.
Spurs, it was a bit disappointing, innit? We dropped points.
Could have killed it there. Yeah.
Could have killed it. One there, one today. Would have been nice. But it is what it is, man. We got the 1-0.
Who stood out for you today, player-wise?
Man, Lindelof was solid today.
Are you surprised by what you're seeing from him?
Nah. Like me, I always knew he was a good player, innit? But like he was playing with Maguire. That Maguire tax. You know, you play with Maguire. It's not like it don't make sense. But since Licha got injured, I was thinking, season's over, but Lindelof came in, he done his thing, man. I can't lie, he done his thing. He's been
and Luke Shaw as well, man. He's just been a revelation at centre back.
Oh, Luke Shaw, solid, bro. Ten Hag, I don't know how he saw that, bro. But yo, Luke Shaw at CV, that's the one, man. That's the one, I'm telling you. Yeah, like when we got injuries, I think in summer, let Maguire go, keep Lindelof, I'll keep Lindelof. He's a good backup.
You can see he could step in at any moment and do his thing.
Yeah, good third or fourth choice CB. I think he'll be good. Keep Shaw as well for another option. Get one more centre back. I think we'll be good, man. Defense been solid like last few games, isn't it? Yeah, man. Defense been.
And actually, that's the point there. We literally were saying, is the season going to be over now with those two out? But actually, those two are looking like we'll carry this. We'll be all right.
And you know what? I think it's so important that they do step up, because if you want to be a Man United player, you've got to be ready, Flex. Because at the end of the day, it's top level. And I always think of when we grew up, Alex Ferguson, even looking at the strikers, when you had that Sheridan Cole, whoever was coming in, you want to be ready to capitalise it. And now, with Lindelof, his performances, he's already shown to us fans that we're saying, look, he could be here next season. You could have been saying about a month ago, he might want to move and get first team football. So, no, that's what you got to be. As a Man United player, you've got to be ready to step in and be competent. And that's what they have been as well. Like, if you drop a 7 out of 10 most games, I'm happy with that. You don't have to stand out. Exactly. If you're steady Eddie and you're competent, let the attacking players and the rest do their job. All you've got to do as a centre-back is be composed in the ball, win your duels, and that's what we've done, because Ten Hag, if you think about it, he always talks about winning your duels, and today we won our duels, man.
All over the pitch.
Our duels.
All over the pitch.
And with Luke Shaw as well, I think the centre-back thing is perfect, because he's underrated in terms of, I thought he was smaller. When you think about it, when he signed, he's 6'1".
Yeah, 100%, bro.
People don't know, like he's 6'1". He can
he can shift and he's solid. This whole thing, he's fat. He's just hard-bodied, can't get past.
He is. He's just one of them players. Of course, you put your arm around him and believe in him. Put your arm around him and say, right, Luke Shaw, do what you're good at, and he can do that. And do you know what I like about him in Lindelof is that we do struggle with that first phase build-up. We know we want someone alongside Casemiro who can punch it in, but Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw and Martinez, they can do that. It's just getting the ball into that final third, and hopefully we've got something to build. And I think today, the most impressive thing for me is that we should have been 3 or 4-0 up, but I can still see what Ten Hag is doing with these players. I know he hasn't got all the profiles he wants, but this summer, this summer I think is big, Flex. I wanted to say to you, if we don't get this summer right, I don't want to be sort of chasing our tail where we're looking at City, Liverpool, Newcastle upgrading.
It could knock us back.
It could knock us back. I think if Ten Hag can get the signings right like he did so far this summer, because they've been all right so far, we can then really kick on. This summer's big.
To finish off, who was your man of the match and why? And I'll ask you the same question.
Lindelof, who was solid all game today, clean sheet, got everything out there, everything out the box. Like, I thought we got no height in there, but Lindelof didn't. And he kept Watkins quiet as well.
Yeah, exactly. Shut him out the game, bro.
Ollie's been on
exactly. I'm not gonna lie, driving. I'm thinking, listen, Watkins is a problem, but Lindelof went not for me.
Nah, man, not today, man.
Shut him out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Victor Lindelof as well, and I will give a shout out to Casemiro. I just think he's one of them players that needs rhythm to get his legs going again, because he has been a bit wobbly. But you know, if he's gonna come good for that cup final, let's get him going then, man. Yeah, perfect.
Big up,
man. Every time.
Big up, bro. Big up, man.